have some. Now a look at Detroit's starting lineup. Cunningham and Ivy work together as the backcourt. Jalen Duren out there with Isaiah Stewart. And it's Thompson in at the 3, small forward. And for Boston, the perimeter pairing. It's White and Brown. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. And it's Holiday in at the point guard position. Well, the center position is obviously a point of strength for both of these teams, Brent.
Do you believe, B.A., that these guys are coming in and not thinking about that very same thing? These guys want to test each other tonight, and you wonder, whoever gets the best of the other guy, will that elevate the next couple weeks of play for them in terms of their confidence? So a big man battle. Let's keep a close eye on it.
Here's Holiday following the score by Detroit.
That is a vicious dunk from Holiday there. When you give him room to run, he can take off just like that.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. I asked him what's the key to slowing down Cade Cunningham. Coach said, quote, not letting him get clean looks inside the arc. Cade is a terrific mid-range shooter and a solid finisher inside, so we just have to get a hand in his face on every shot. Limiting his production could be the difference in this game.
And Allie, thanks. Offensive rebound. Holiday. Porzingis passes to Tatum. Now Holiday. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Second chance effort. The drive by Tatum drops in the layup for 2.
And sometimes you forget how long Tatum is, and he's terrific at using this to his advantage inside.
You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Porzingis finds Tatum. Over Duren. And the Celtics tack on 2 more.
At 6'8" with a nice release point, Tatum's jumper is a tough one to disrupt.
Stewart, a screen on Holiday. And it's Cunningham missing. For Boston, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Brown passes to Tatum. Brown with a screen. Stewart against Tatum. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Tatum's got 6 points.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's White. Pass to Tatum. Outside, Brown. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And you look at Jalen Brown, Graham. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jalen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall, too. This is so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
Pistons trail by 5. Duren, the screen. To end the run. Good D by Porzingis.
Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
White, good.
His small advantage is starting to snowball.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
There's Cunningham with a 3. Boston pulls it in.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Porzingis for 3. Another miss. He's 0 for 2 now.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Flying high, Asar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
Tatum, a screen on Cunningham. The kick to Tatum. Outside, Brown. Just 5 on the clock. Tatum against Thompson. And finished off by Tatum.
And so much power out of Tatum. Look at the elevation.
Stewart, a screen on Holiday. Takes the 3. And Stewart with a basket on the assist by Cunningham.
Pretty much no one's going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
Pass to Tatum. Back to Holiday. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Such a smart offensive play right there. When Holiday sees that chance open up right there, he's all over.
Out to Thompson. Stewart outside. There's the drive. Ivy outside. It's tipped. Stewart, a screen on Brown. Thompson attacking. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
The athleticism of Thompson showing up right there. I mean, just explosive off the bounce.
Here's Holiday. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. Cade Cunningham picks that one up.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Boston shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. Holiday hits them both.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
And here's Cunningham outside. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Jason Tatum making... If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Boston.
Well, we've seen them take advantage of the lanes given to them so far. The defense isn't plugging it up, and it's being exploited.
I love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Brown in at the small. Cunningham, the street ball slam.
And wow, coming from Cade, that's good stuff.
Celtics lead by 7. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
Just flat-out playmaking from Cade. This is why he was picked first overall.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, a key concept preached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast but playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well. And when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat. Brian?
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that. Pistons trail by 7. Ivy outside. Stewart, a screen on White. And here's Ivy from the arc. Boston pulls it in. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Porzingis sets a screen. Holiday passes to Porzingis. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one. Now, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Tatum against Stewart. Pass to Brown. Back to Tatum. Brown, a screen on Stewart. Kick out to Brown. Oh, Brown. Oh, hey! How about that?
That's impressive.
You can tell Brown is having fun. What a phenomenal dunk artist he is.
Holiday against Cunningham. Deflects the pass. Thompson scanning the floor. Ivy outside. From the arc. Here's Stewart, and finished off by Stewart.
Stewart really valued for the energy he brings to the game. That and that 7'4" wingspan, that makes a lot of things happen.
Got a piece of it, and that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. And there have been a few teams lately who have been stockpiling draft picks, Brent. What do you think of that approach?
Well, B.A., if you look at the success of the draft, you're kind of 50-50 on whether or not you're going to get the talent that is required to win a championship. So getting multiple bites at the apple is a great strategy for teams to try to build the foundation of a championship caliber team.
Here's Thompson, and the slam dunk by Thompson.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. On the wing, Holiday. He's watched by Cunningham. Brown, a screen on Stewart. Back to White. Holiday against Cunningham. White for three. Rebounded by the Pistons.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better. That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Ivy against White. Porzingis sets a screen. Kick out to Brown. Outside Tatum. Pass to Holiday. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Tatum, shot is good.
Great rhythm to that shot. Tatum right off the pass.
Stewart, a screen on Holiday. Here's Cunningham, and he drives in from downtown. The offensive rebound. Stewart outside. Down low. Here's Duren. Out to Thompson. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Duren. Thompson finds Duren. Ivy outside. A deep three from beyond the arc and then some. Here's Holiday. 1 second left. And he can't get that one. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Detroit on top. They're up by 1. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Nice game. Great performance by Asar Thompson.
He's been on the attack, playing hard and going right to the rim.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Setting the floor for the Pistons. They've got Paul Reed. Malik Beasley is out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Tobias Harris. And it's Hardaway in at the 3 slot. Clock at 2. Here's Hauser. No good on the 3. The Pistons leading. Harris on the wing. Outside Schroeder. Up top Reed. Lots of room. And it's Cornette with a rebound.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Hauser can't get it to go. The Pistons shooting is around 55% so far. All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
Cornette. There's the 3. Hauser, that's good. Hauser's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
Offense has been hard to come by so far. A much-needed bucket right there.
Yeah, the buckets have been few and far between, and neither team able to get into any sort of offensive rhythm.
Out to Beasley. Sweet little floater. Beasley's got his first points of the game.
Well, for a guy who does a lot of his work on the perimeter, Beasley gets into the painted area.
Outside Craig. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Here's Cornette. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Here's Hauser. He's guarded by Beasley. Pass to Hauser. Craig with a screen on Beasley. Out to Craig. Let's go with a three. And again, Boston with the triple.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
Harris a screen. Beasley, pass to Schroeder. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Well, if you read the scouting report on Schroeder, he likes to get into the basket as close as possible because he's usually good from there.
Brent, almost your ideal shooting guard. Malik Beasley doesn't try to do too much.
The biggest thing, BA, is the turnover percentage that he's led the league in. Malik Beasley just simply doesn't give up the ball. He makes good, steady decisions, shoots the ball at a high clip. So that kind of reliability, that's what he's paid for.
Here's Craig. The Pistons clear it. Outside Hardaway. The three. Pass to Schroeder. The three. Pure from three-point range. Schroeder's got 5 points in the quarter.
And right there, Dennis Schroeder shows some confidence by nailing the jumper.
Pritchard, the pass to Cornette. Back to Pritchard. Back to Cornette. And Reed pulls it down. The Pistons have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Pass to Hardaway. Back to Beasley for the lead. And the Pistons, another three.
More and more as a reliable spot-up shooter. Beasley, with the feet set, knocks it in.
Stolen by Schroeder. And he's all alone. And it's good for 2. And it's a 5-point Pistons lead.
And it's energy like that on both ends of the floor that's got them out ahead.
And Pritchard, here we go. Good.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Up top, Beasley. He's got 5. The ball's knocked loose. Out of bounds. It'll be Celtics ball.
Substitution on the court.
On the wing, Tatum. Back to Holiday. With 2 seconds left. Blocked. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Pistons ahead, up by 3. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. The core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. And it's Porzingis in at the 5 down low. That's the Boston 5. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Get a report from Allie.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. First and foremost, he wants to see more points in the break. He asked his team, where's the urgency? We know what we can do in transition. Now let's go out and do it. We'll see if they can pick up the tempo, guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. There's Tatum with the 3. The rebound by Detroit.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And here's Ivy. Launches it. The rebound, Celtics. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now. Holiday against Cunningham. The shot by Holiday, no good. Thompson outside. And so ball out of bounds. Thompson touched it last. We played just over a minute here in the 4th. On the wing, Holiday. He's watched by Cunningham. Holiday passes to Tatum. Porzingis with a screen on Stewart. They kick it out to Porzingis. Oh, look out! Porzingis!
And for Porzingis, the dunk looks so easy.
The Pistons lead by 4. And the dunk by Duran.
You gotta love his unselfishness, and you know his coach does as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
Ivy with the ball. Now guarded by Brown. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
And meeting those expectations. I mean, this is what we all wanted to see from Thompson on offense.
Yep, that one goes.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
They kick it out to Porzingis. On the wing, Tatum. Stewart defends. Tatum! Money from deep!
Yeah, stretching that defense all the way to the sidelines. Tatum with a nice shot.
Picked by Stewart. There's Cunningham with a 3. Another score. His 5th make out of 10 tries.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets. I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
To the middle. Thompson outside. 6 to shoot. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that'll put him up by 9. And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for the Celtics. Porzingis passes to Brown. Porzingis with a screen on Thompson. Here's Brown. Ooh, Brown inside. Hey, he's more than just a shooter.
Terrific initiative from the swing man. Brown is smart and understanding when to look to score inside.
Ivy, right side. Back to Cunningham. And Porzingis with the block.
And shooters must beware. Porzingis is down there lurking.
Here's White. Oh, through contact. White gets the finish.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but gets close. He's getting the ball.
And there's Cunningham outside. Tatum pulls it in. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
For Boston, they've gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this 4th. Pass to White. Porzingis with a screen on Ivy. White pass to Porzingis. White against Ivy. And it's in. What a beautiful shot. Brings them within 3.
That's where they'd like all their shots to come from.
Here's Ivy. Drives to the hoop. Deflected.
And looking to even the score with a huge 3.
You can bet that's what they're looking for. This late in the game, they need that 3.
Brown, no good.
After clawing their way back in, that was a chance to even things up.
I'm not sure, but that could be a game-changing miss. He wanted that bad.
Pass to Stewart. So it's a narrow victory for the Pistons, pulling it out for the W. And this was an emotional win for them, no doubt about it.
Just a fantastic accomplishment.
Well, the thing that jumps out at me, Kevin, is the guard matchup. I mean, both teams have tremendous backcourts, and I really think whoever is able to win or control that battle is going to win the game.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. The guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Miles Bridges is out there with Mark Williams. And it's Okogie in at the small forward position. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Miller outside, and Tatum pulls it down. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Brown finds Tatum. The tray. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Here's Okogie. Ball feeling it out a bit. Bridges sets the screen for Ball. Rebound Boston. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Here's Tatum. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Well, I like how Tatum had his hands up and ready to go on that catch and shoot. Well done.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. In talking to Coach, he discussed the hidden talents of LaMelo Ball. Coach said he's still a young player in this league, but we can't take that lightly. We've seen what he's done to soft defenses. We need to be physical. We'll see if that defense tightens up for them. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, you know, with his speed, White puts a lot of pressure on the defense when he drives, and that time they couldn't shut him down without fouling.
Clark with the Hornets, they were hit with injuries as hard as any team in the NBA in the 23-24 season.
Kevin, I couldn't agree with you more. They were so unfortunate in that regard, and it's not anything you can control, and it made it almost impossible for them to have a productive season because of those injuries.
Now, here is Miller. Inside, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
That athletic ability gets Bridges to the rim there. He almost totally shrugged off the defense.
And Holiday gets to Brown. Screen by Porzingis. Pass to Holiday. Back to Porzingis. And Holiday has it in the corner. A baseline J. Rebound by Williams.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Bridges passes the ball. On the wing, Miller. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
And nice mechanics from Miller there. Ready to fire as that pass was coming.
Tatum with the screen on Ball.
2 minutes.
The kick out to Tatum. Back to Holiday. Outside Tatum. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Tatum's got 5 points so far. Here's Williams, and it's Williams finishing it off.
Well, you know, it's obvious that Ball knows exactly how to work the angles. He gets the ball to a wide-open shooter just about every time.
Here's Brown, and he goes right over Miles Bridges and slams it down.
Brown with that amazing athleticism, putting on a show out there with jams like that.
Okogie misses. Boston's gone 1-2 from long range in the first quarter. Mark the 2021 Rookie of the Year, LaMelo Ball, and the only thing holding him back now is his health.
It certainly is, and it's unfortunate because he's a talented, fun-to-watch player. He's already missed a bunch of games early in his career, but he is the total package as a point guard now. Great length at 6'7", and I still think he has MVP potential. It's a matter of can he stay on the floor?
White with it. Williams picks him up. And it's White missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Porzingis kicks to White. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Third personal foul.
Hey, White is a fighter now. When he's close inside, he's committed to going aggressively to the rack. And if he doesn't score, he at least is going to draw the foul.
He doesn't get the second one. Hornets trail by 3. The kick out to Williams. Williams sends a screen for Ball. On the wing, Bridges. Here's the 3. And Charlotte turns it over again. Now here's Tatum. 5 points in the game. The kick out to Holiday. Tatum with a screen on Ball. Back to Tatum. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Celtics lead by 3. We'll take a quick... And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And when you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what do you think?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
So on the floor for Charlotte to start this second quarter. The guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Mark Williams is out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Okogie in at the 3, the small forward.
Well, Tatum can find a shot he wants just about anywhere. He's got that kind of versatility.
In recent seasons, the Charlotte Hornets, Clark, have been very active in the trade market.
Well, it seems like they're always wheeling and dealing. I mean, they're on a quest for that perfect fit lineup, moving pieces around, trying to find the right recipe for success.
Here's Williams. That's in, coming off an assist from Miller.
And not just the score. Miller can dish it as well, showing great vision on that play.
Here's Holiday, and it's in there. Holiday's got the lead up to 5 now for Boston.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Bridges sets the screen for Miller. Pass to Okogie. Now here's Williams. Out to Bridges. 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
3 points.
Capable of scorching you from the perimeter. When Bridges has a great look, he takes advantage.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the 2 J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
Back, David, remember a couple years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. Glad they're still together. Fades. Miller, no luck.
I think in that situation, it was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
Tatum deciding where to go with it. The screen from Brown. The kick out to Tatum. Into the lane, Tatum, and slam dunk by Tatum.
Cannot let Tatum roll to the bucket. When he's got a head of steam, He's going to finish without.
Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. Clark, how much weight do players put on individual awards or something like an all-star now?
You know, I think players always have a level of respect for each other, but awards help validate your level of respect. How you win, how you perform, consistency, and awards are typically well.
Oh, Jason Tatum finishes with authority.
An athletic forward who dunks it with style, showing off his dunking ability right there.
The drive-by ball. No good, unable to end this run. Here's White. They grabbed their own miss. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Porzingis passes to Brown. White against Miller. Just 5 on the clock. And White kicks to Porzingis. Nice yet again. And there's the nice layup by White. And it's an 11-point Celtic lead.
Yeah, great fight displayed that time by White to get that board and then finish. Strong play.
Ball against Holiday. Williams a screen on Holiday. And it's Ball penetrating. There's Williams. Bridges outside. Puts up a deep 3. Goes back up with the clock winding down. He lays it in. Williams has got 6.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Holiday dishes to White. Pass to Tatum. Brown outside. A finish. Misses the slam off the fast break. Boston leading by 9. Tatum down low. 11 points in the game. Ball against Brown. Brown jams it in.
The athletic Brown with a big-time slam. You've got to defend him better than this.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Miller surveying the floor. 19 seconds left now here in the second. 4 on the shot clock. Outside, Ball. Rebound by the Celtics. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's White. And the layup's good off the glass. White's got the lead up to 13 now for the Celtics.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And you know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
They've got Torrey Craig. And it's Cornette in at the 5 spot. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
From deep, Green, and that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Man with it. Pass to Nurkic. Shot clock at 5. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
A physical big, Nurkic embracing, going up and attracting the contact when he's trying to score.
Good on the second free throw. So it's Boston now. Here's Pritchard. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Here's Cornette, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Pass to Hauser. Craig sets a screen. From past the arc, traps in the tray. And the Celtics lead by 17.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Screen by Nurkic. Driving the lane. Here's Diabate. Clock at 6. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Kept alive, Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
Here's Pritchard, defended by man. Craig sets a screen. Here's Hauser. Takes a three, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
Hit works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Outside, Green. To the inside, Nurkic, and he makes good on the layup. Nurkic has got 5 points so far.
And with his skill, Nurkic can score from anywhere on the court. But when you're 280, his skills probably better utilized inside.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. A move that likely helped the league's parity has been shortening max contract limits. Commissioner Silver says, we used to refer to it as dead money. A star player toward those end years sitting on the bench. We've reduced max contracts to 5 years, and in some cases 6. This way, it moves to more pay for performance. Kevin?
I think, DA, that's a pretty good business decision. It's going to have nice ramifications. Celtics leading by 16. Pritchard passes to Craig. Rebound by Nurkic. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. And the wide open shot from Green. And a miss there on the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Craig. Here's Cornette. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Nurkic setting the pick for Green. 46 seconds left to play here in the third. And the shot is good.
Josh Green.
41 seconds left here in the third quarter. Now, Craig. He's got 6, and they pick up 2.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
There's a screen. Pass to Diabate. Here's Cornette. And here is Craig. Here's Cornette. No good with the layup. And Green launches it from deep. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. It's true team basketball.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for Charlotte, they've got Trey Mann, also Green out there. Williams is out there with Nurkic, and it's Diabate in at the power forward. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He has decided it's the right time to talk. So Boston ends up going with the new group. Some changes for Charlotte. Outside Tatum. Six on the shot clock. Here's the floater. Bridges with the board. Hornets trail by 16. Okogie, the pass to Bridges. Now here's Ball. Bridges a screen on Holiday. Pass to Okogie. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Boy, there is an understated, quiet physicality to Holiday's game. I mean, he's a guy that you don't want to mess with. He's strong and tough and persistent.
Williams sets a screen for Miller. It's up a 3. Drills it from outside.
Now, how about this move by Miller, using the pick and roll to create some space for himself?
Here's Holiday. Outside Tatum. Outside White. Goes up again. Tatum passes to Porzingis. And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Bridges with the steal. Miller outside. And it's the Hornets, another 3.
A huge reason Miller went so high in the draft. His 3-point stroke. It's exactly what you want in a wing.
Oh, and there's the foul. It's on Josh Okogie. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Celtics leading by 11. Porzingis kicks to Brown. Tatum with the screen on Bridges. Outside Tatum. Emphatic finish by Tatum.
Tatum clearly putting on a show in this one, doing it all.
On the wing, Bridges. Headed by Porzingis. Williams in the post. Tatum on him. Williams, that's good.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Brown outside. Outside White. Tatum setting the pick for White. Great job by Tatum in close.
Tell you what, Tatum using his length for positioning inside, able to operate well in the paint.
Miller against White. Miller outside. Williams sets a screen for Miller. Clock at 4. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th. Holiday finds Tatum. Brown outside. Tatum with the screen on Miller. The kick out to Tatum. Over Miller. That one wide left. Hornets trail by 13.
And so only one team answers the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Celtics.
when you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jason Tatum.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wild as a barrel.
And the basket is good.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Here's White, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the Celtics lead by 14.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there, go get it.
Holiday against Ball. Williams sets a screen for Ball. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
So the Hornets starting 5. Ball and Miller pair up as the backcourt. Miles Bridges is out there with Josh Okogie. And it's Williams in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Pistons, Cunningham and Ivy work together as the backcourt. Jalen Duren out there with Isaiah Stewart. And it's Thompson in at the small forward position. And Grant, for each of these teams, wins have been tough to come by lately.
No doubt. That creates a little bit of added pressure, too. So the last thing a struggling team wants to do is lose to an opponent in the same situation.
What a finish by LaMelo Ball. Thin frame, but that length at 6'7", he can mix it up now.
Cunningham passes to Stewart. Pass to Duren. Here's Cunningham. 5 on the clock. With nobody on him, he buries that jumper.
Pretty clever move by Cunningham, calling for the play to get himself some space to work with.
Cunningham against Ball. And just over a minute played here to start the game. Here's Okogie. Ivy defends to the paint. Duren with a steal. And up the court come the Pistons on the break. Ivy against Ball. Stewart outside. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Yeah, what a feed from Ivy. These are the type of passes you love seeing from him.
And at 6'10", Jalen Duren is an incredible athlete for his size.
Yeah, he's got a lot of bounce, which helps him as a rim protector, rebounder, and lob threat. Plus, he's got quick feet, and he's able to guard smaller guys on the perimeter.
Now here's Miller. Williams. First shot won't go.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Stewart inside, pounded by Ball. Duren, the pass to Cunningham. Duren, the screen. The Pistons need to get one up quick. Here's Stewart. Hornets with the rebound. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's Williams. That shot missing. Good D by Duren. The Pistons have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Thompson passes to Duren. Now here's Stewart. Duren with a screen on Bridges. Ivy outside. Shoots over Miller. A nice shot by Ivy.
Just finding room to go to work inside. Ivy really relies on his physical abilities to get a close-range shot.
Williams, a screen on Thompson. Miller, the pass to Williams.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
To win the drought. And the layup is good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Thompson outside. Stewart, a screen on Miller. Thompson goes in. Oh!
He did it!
Punch it home!
Nice. The athleticism of Thompson showing up right there. I mean, just explosive off the bounce.
Bridges, a screen on Thompson. Miller, the pass to Okogie. Now Ball. Williams with the screen. There's the triple. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That one on Duren.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the point.
That free throw no good. He hits the second from the line. The Hornets are in the midst of a playoff drought. Their last appearance was 2015, Doris.
Yeah, B.A., that's the longest active streak in the league, not something you love to be associated with. And listen, like other organizations, they've hit on some draft picks, they've missed on some draft picks. A lot of the problem has been injuries that have plagued this organization.
Hot off the pass, Ivy has a shot up. No time to waste when you've got a pro-level defense coming at you.
Williams, a screen on Thompson. Pass to Ball. And here is Williams. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Williams has got 5.
That's just great recognition by LaMelo Ball. The pinpoint accuracy makes it easy for his teammate.
Stewart, the pass to Cunningham. Driving in. Back to Stewart. And finished off by Stewart.
And just a great screen.
And they got a high-powered finish out of it.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
And Ball gets it to go.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Thompson attacking.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. And so it's Detroit leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Pistons?
In the early goings, their effort level has been exceptional. They're speeding around the defense and opening up options with good penetration.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
This is how the floor looks for the Hornets starting the second. Ball and Miller pair up as the backcourt. Josh Okogie is out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Williams in at the 5. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thank you, Brian. Well, the Pistons have struggled despite the improvement of their young cornerstone, Cade Cunningham. He said, quote, "This league rewards winning. People are going to say everything I'm doing is empty and meaningless until I win games. That's what I plan on doing, and once I do that, all the other stuff will come with it." Guys?
That's a great perspective to keep right there, Allie. Thank you. Stewart, a screen on Ball. Ivy finds Stewart. Back to Ivy. And he dunks it down.
Oh, rocketing off the floor. Ivy using all of his athletic ability on the jam.
Ball against Cunningham. Ball looks over the floor. Inside. It's Bridges on the wing. Stewart defends. Bridges misses. The Pistons lead by 8. Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. Pass to Williams. And Williams punches it home.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Here's Cunningham. Here's Stewart. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
What a performance. Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. Williams with the screen. Ball passes to Williams. And that bucket makes him 4 for 7 today. Good production.
LaMelo Ball showing off that facilitation. That is pretty pick-and-roll basketball.
Here's Cunningham. The rebound by Bridges. Hornets trail by 6. Here's Okogie. Still no points. Launches it from deep. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got 4 rebounds in the game. And given LaMelo Ball is 6'7", how does this give him an advantage at his position, Greg?
Well, B.A., he's able to score on smaller guards, as well as see over them and find his teammates. His height and quick decision-making are real weapons.
Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Charlotte. Stewart hits them both. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by.
in the first.
And here's Ball. He's got 5. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Nurkic. Miller outside. There's a screen by Nurkic to the inside. Duren with a steal.
What outstanding defensive anticipation and a poor decision passing.
And that one's good. Stewart.
That's the idea. You work the ball into that area. It's a sweet spot.
Ball with it. 1:27 left in the first half. To the paint. Here's Nurkic. And rejected.
Yeah, anytime you put the ball up near Duren, there's a chance it ends up back in your face.
Here's Miller. Yet to see a basket. Just 4 to shoot. Pass to Okogie. Shoots over Thompson. Charlotte, no good that time either.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
Here's Cunningham. Over to the left wing. Ivy finds Stewart. There's Cunningham with a 3. And the rebound goes to Charlotte.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Ivy against Ball. There's 45 seconds left to play in the half. And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Pistons.
That's a perfect example of why good hands are important in basketball. Just misread that pass completely.
Detroit leading by 10. Cunningham outside. 30 seconds left in the first half. And there's the call on Yusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul.
13 foul.
30 seconds left in the first half. These are his first free throws of the game.
Second personal foul. Team 4.
First free throw is good.
Yeah, can you say total package? Cunningham, the prototype guard these days.
Both free throws good from Cunningham.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Miller against Thompson. Bridges left side. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's rejected. And they'll keep possession. Shot by Nurkic, no good. Thompson scanning the floor. And so it's the Detroit Pistons now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. Building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting it. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Without question, Isaiah Stewart displaying his skills today.
I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
They've got Tim Hardaway, Tobias Harris out there with Isaiah Stewart. And then it's Malik Beasley. And it's Schroeder in at the point guard position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Green against Beasley. And that one's good. Green.
And it's no surprise they want to get him the ball to start this half.
Detroit leading by 12. And when Josh Green is on the floor, you trust him to make the right decision, Doris.
Well, athletically, he can be a game changer on the defensive end. When he takes care of the ball and makes a simple play, he can be so productive. Guy is very selective when he shoots. Very smart basketball player.
Here's Beasley. Yep, that one's good. And the Pistons lead by 17.
You love to see a guard like Malik Beasley take it down low and be willing to compete and make a shot.
And there's the call on Dennis Schroeder. That's his first foul of the game. The Pistons making a switch here. Reed's checked in. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Outside man. And a miss there on the triple. The Pistons have gone 3 of 3 in this second half. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
The NBA wants to ensure that every team has a shot. Commissioner Adam Silver said, "We want parity of opportunity. People aren't interested in seeing teams buy championships, and we've made progress. In the long term, we're better off with more competitive fairness among all of the teams."
That's true. It keeps everything interesting. Thanks, Allie. Back to Williams. Lays it up and banks it in. Williams has got his first 2 points.
Well, get it inside to a quality scorer and let this guy do his thing.
Now here's Schroeder. He's guarded by man. Beasley against Green. And Josh Green going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Beasley. Picked by Reed. Clock at 6. Beasley, pass to Reed. With some arc, Beasley misses. And Williams has got the ball here for the Hornets. 15-point game. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played, and the shot goes.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Outside Schroeder. Up top Reed.
2 minutes remaining.
Out to Schroeder.
2 minutes.
Harris is screen. Schroeder passes to Harris. Off target with the 3. Hornets trail by 13. High post Green. Here's Nurkic. And that comes off the assist by Green.
Yeah, in the paint, Nurkic can be a monster. He's got all the physical gifts he needs to dominate.
Pass to Reed. Schroeder with it. From downtown, counted from distance. Schroeder's got 5 points.
Always a bonus when points come from unlikely sources. And you can see this guy's been working on that shot.
Green against Beasley. And it's hammered home by Green.
And a solid pick to free him up for the dunk.
Boy, the timing there couldn't be any better.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Reed. And the layup is good off the glass. And the Pistons lead by 14.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
Pass to Diabate. And there's the call on Dennis Schroeder. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. Team second.
And here's Green from the arc. Oh, stolen by Harris.
And it's pretty simple. I mean, once you leave your feet, you leave yourself with very few options. Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Williams' shot is good. Williams has got 6 in the quarter.
You know, one thing that has stood out tonight is his scoring. You know, he's kept attacking even when they've been trailing.
On the attack, Schroeder. 2 on the clock. Can't capitalize inside. And so it's the Detroit Pistons liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead.
That's right, fans.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Hornets trail by 15. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hornets. Ball and Miller pair up as the backcourt. Miles Bridges is out there with Josh Okogie, and it's Williams in at the center position. Ball passes to Bridges. 5 to shoot. And they get it back. Second chance shot with 1 on the clock, and Williams punches it home.
Just great energy on the offensive glass. That's exactly how you cut into a lead.
Boy, a slam like that is sure to give him a spark. Knocked loose. Fast break. Here come the Hornets. The finish. Oh, now that's how you finish a break. Throw it down with force.
Well, the ability to force a turnover and then start the fast break, turn from defense to offense in one quick flash. That's Josh Okogie at his best.
Cunningham looking it over. 6 on the shot clock. Stewart, right side. Over Williams. Stewart, no good.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Cunningham against Ball. Williams, a screen on Cunningham. Here's Ball. Here's Williams. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Thompson in the post. Duren, the screen. Thompson passes to Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Here's the pick. Ball in the paint.
Well, the quickness helps LaMelo Ball out inside right there. Just allows him to get the quick drop on the defense.
Pass to Duren. Back to Cunningham. From deep three-point land. The rebound by Bridges. Hornets trail by 11. Williams passes to Ball. Charlotte needs to get one up in a hurry. It's deflected, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams. The Pistons lead by 11. Pass to Thompson. And there's the drive, and he can't jam it through. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points.
And that's what you get from Brandon Miller. I mean, he can really whip passes there around the court.
2 minutes. Hornets foul. Josh Okogie. 3rd personal foul.
1:57 left in the final quarter.
Really poor pass there, guys. And the D did a great job capitalizing off the mistake.
Ball passes to Bridges. Ball against Ivy. Bridges, a screen on Ivy. 6 to shoot. Unloads. And Ball gets it to go. Ball's gotten 4 this quarter.
I think one of the things that makes LaMelo Ball so dangerous is his confidence. The jumper is pure.
Ooh, poked away. And he's all alone. Here's Okogie. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
By maximizing their potential on every scoring opportunity, they've somehow, some way made this a thrilling finale.
Out to Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Flying high, Asar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
Bridges, a screen on Cunningham. Ball against Cunningham. Ball outside. Shot clock at 6. Puts up a deep 3. Rebound Detroit. 17 points was their biggest margin.
Okogie. 4th personal foul. Team second.
Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker.
And how can you not be excited about Ivy's potential? You can tell he wants to keep getting better.
Here's Miller. 40 seconds left in the fourth. Williams with the screen. The drive by Miller. Thompson pulls it in. And Mark Williams picks up the foul. So that'll be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. He drops the first one, and that'll put him up by 9. So he gets them both.
Well, what a performer this guy is. Game is on the line. He stands up and delivers.
Here's Miller driving to the basket. And a strong finish with 2 hands. And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the fourth. Cunningham outside. Out left to the wing. Stewart with it, and Bridges picks him up defensively. Shot clock at 5. Here's Cunningham. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. And so it's Detroit easily grabbing this one. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little.
Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the center position. And for Detroit, the backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivy. Isaiah Stewart out there with the star Thompson. And it's Duren in at the center, filling out the middle. Oh, Stan, this should be a fun one. A clash at the center position.
Yeah, and Kevin, the way the game has changed, you know, we don't see these kind of big men matchups much anymore. And so it's great to see one where two great big guys going at it, and you know they're going to go after each other.
And Stan, you know what you're talking about. You've had the opportunity to coach some great big men.
Oh, I have. I mean, I had Shaquille O'Neal, Dwight Howard, Andre Drummond. I seem to always have good centers.
Here's Cunningham after Drew Holiday's score to the paint. Shots good by Duren.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Tatum. Takes the three. And Drew Holiday with the three. Holiday's got 5.
A solid outside game. Holiday has good lift on his J. And at 6'4", he can get his shot off against just about anybody.
It's good.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Coach, it didn't take long for Cade Cunningham to establish himself as the leader of this team.
Well, Kevin, he's very mature for his age. He was put in a position with all young guys around him, so he had to step up. And I've never heard Cade Cunningham blame anyone else for the team's struggle. He's got everything you could want in a team leader.
Now, here's Thompson. After the miss from Derek White, Thompson passes to Stewart. Offline from the high post. The Celtics have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Holiday against Cunningham. The 3 from Tatum. Detroit with the rebound. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. And Thompson throws it down.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Porzingis, it's blocked. Cunningham with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Here's Duren. And Duren slams it in.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Now here's Porzingis. The kick out to Brown. And Thompson sends it back.
He has the potential to be an elite NBA defender for a long time. Thompson can guard anybody.
First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Just 4 to shoot. Tatum passes to Porzingis. Offline with the baseline jumper.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Hits the three-point bomb.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little bit.
And the short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Well, there's plenty of scorers on the Celtics, but Jason Tatum says, I'm going to get my shots. It's just about trusting the process. From experience, I understand that I'm good enough that I can relax and defer a little bit. Then in the fourth, I can score 20 in the quarter. Kevin, it sounds like he's figured it all out.
Thank you so much. You know, he can take over at any time, and it's fun to watch. DA, we thank you for that. Here's Tatum following the basket by Cade Cunningham. Here's Brown. Back to Porzingis. They need this one. Denied for the third time. He's 0 for 3. Here's Thompson. Pass to Duren. Duren with the screen on Holiday. Holiday against Cunningham. There's the drive. Ivy on the wing. From outside the arc. They get it back. Out to Thompson. And they recover it. Shot's good by Duren. Duren's got 8 points.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
Tatum against Thompson. Out to Porzingis. Three-pointer. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Porzingis has got it back down to within single digits for the Celtics. And here's Cunningham. Got it off in time. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so is Detroit. Ahead by 9 is the... And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Hey, look, it's simple. More rebounds means more possessions, and that's clearly been their priority.
On the floor for Boston. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the 5, patrolling the paint. Now, here's Ivy. He has yet to score. Just 5 to shoot. Stewart kicks to Cunningham. Stewart with the screen on Holiday. Cunningham. Second chance shot. Pass to Ivy. Stewart, a screen for Ivy. From outside the arc. And Tatum pulls it down. Celtics trail by 7. Stan, you talk about a stacked roster. It's hard to find many weaknesses for the Celtics.
Yeah, Kevin, there's a reason the Executive of the Year award went to Boston's front office last season. The Celtics are built right, and they're built to last.
Now here's White. Out to the right wing. Porzingis kicks to Tatum. Screen by Porzingis. Back to Tatum. There's Tatum's range on display.
Never a bad idea setting Tatum up.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Cunningham looking it over. Pass to Stewart. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Celtics trail by 4. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Now, here's Cunningham. He has 7. And Cunningham with the slam.
And he can make some jaw-dropping plays. Cunningham loves to get to the 10 and finish with authority.
Tatum passes to Porzingis. The kick out to Tatum. Porzingis sets the pick for Tatum. Back to Porzingis. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Duren.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
It's good, and the Piston lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Porzingis.
And nice use of size by Porzingis inside, able to practically play on top of the D.
Cunningham kicks to Thompson. You know, Stan, we hear all the time about after timeout plays, about how many of those do teams really have at their disposal? Well, folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Post-game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
For Detroit, Thompson. 2 seconds. The play will be reviewed under NBA rules.
The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
The first one falls, and you look at the Detroit Pistons, Stan, so much young talent, but the chemistry is a work in progress, clearly.
Well, it is, Kevin, and they're working on it, but it's hard with so many new faces, and they still need a second and third guy that they can build around. They've got a lot of good role players, but they need a couple more stars.
And then Cunningham with the dunk.
Nasty dunk there by Cunningham. This is why he went first overall. Cade's got length, skill, and athleticism.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Pistons.
Well, a lot of times you'll hear coaches yell, get the ball inside, and you can see why. Good things happen when you get the ball into the paint.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
Pass to Duren. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. 10 points here for Jalen Duren.
That's just good fundamentals from Cunningham. When a guy is that open, you gotta get it to him.
And it's Jaden Ivey with the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
1:16 left in the first half of basketball. Holiday against Cunningham. Porzingis with a screen on Cunningham. 4 on the clock. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And what a luxury to run pick and rolls with Porzingis. He can roll to the basket or pop out for that jump shot.
And the conversation for Porzingis, coach, tends to always come back to health. And what a challenge that has been for him.
Yeah, Kevin, over his career, on average, he's missed about 30 games per season. But that's not an uncommon problem, as you know, for players who stand well over 7 feet tall.
Ivy finds Duren. Over Porzingis. Duren, no good.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Here's Holiday. Takes it inside. And Holiday throws it down.
And how about the burst there of speed from Holiday on the drive, zipping in before the D can rotate.
Out to Thompson. Back to Duren. Porzingis with the block. Tatum against Thompson. To the middle. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Tatum. Porzingis has got the lead up to 1 now for the Celtics. Stewart, a screen for Cunningham. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
Yeah, really a perfect way to finish that quarter.
Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Cade Cunningham in this game, he's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Reed out there with Harris. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Malik Beasley. And it's Hardaway in its small forward. And that's the group for J.B. Bickerstaff as we begin the second half. Pass to Walsh. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Craig. Off target with his 3. The Pistons lead. He stands since 2009. The Pistons have just 2 playoff appearances.
Yeah, that's true, Kevin. And they got swept in both of those playoff appearances. They haven't won a playoff game since 2008. And with all the lottery picks they've made recently, their fans are itching to see some practice.
And he dumps it down.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Pass to Craig. Takes the 3. Hands it from downtown. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Harris setting the pick for Schroeder. And it's Tobias Harris with the 3. Harris has got his first 3 points of the game.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Craig passes to Cornette. Detroit with the rebound. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Beasley for 3. They get the rebound. Lets it go from deep. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. And now a 5-point Piston lead.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Pass to Walsh. Boston needs to get off a shot. Here's Cornette. It's deflected. Detroit leading by 5. Schroeder outside. Wants a Hardaway. Back to Schroeder. With the floater. Here's Harris. It's rebounded by Walsh.
2 minutes.
Celtics trail by 5.
2 minutes.
Here's Pritchard. Still scoreless. Pass to Craig. Here's Hauser. Back to Craig. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. The Pistons have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Harris a screen. And Hardaway gets it to go. We see coaches stand willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. Going back in my Rolodex here. Did you? Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. Yeah. My wife was not real happy about that at one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college. And she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
Oh. Right down low. Harris is there. Pass to Hauser. The Celtics working the ball around now. Will it go? Here's Cornette. Good on the bucket. Cornette's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, secures the ball off the glass. Does a nice job going right back up.
Now Reed from deep. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. And the Pistons lead by 11.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting them. Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of the game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Well, that is what coaches want from their point guard. Set others up, play the game the right way.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court right now for the Celtics, the post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. And it's Holiday in at point. Brown drives in. Tatum finds White. And he's good on the 3-ball. White's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Boston. Here's Cunningham. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
I love the mentality of Cunningham tonight. Looking for his shot. And boy, is he producing.
The 3 from Tatum. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got 4 rebounds in this game. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And the dunk by Stewart.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. White dishes to Tatum. The kick out to Brown. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Ivy with the bucket.
Wow, the floater. Ivy must have really felt like that was the best option there.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. During the break, listened in with Joe Mazzulla and his team. He told them you can do a lot of great things out there and still lose if you don't take care of the boards. I want to see more effort, gang rebounding, everyone involved. That was his only focus. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Inside, it's tipped. Stewart with the steal. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Second personal foul. First team.
Here is Cunningham. High post Stewart. Back to Cunningham. Out to Thompson. 4 on the shot clock. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. And that one is good. And the Pistons lead by 18.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
Up top, Tatum. He's covered by Thompson. The kick out to Tatum. To halt the run. Rebound by the Pistons. Stewart's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Thompson. Here's Duran. That shot, no good. Great D that time from Tatum.
2 minutes.
And the dunk by Tatum.
And the defense hates to see it. Tatum putting on a little bit of a show with that jam.
Down low and taken away by Brown. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Tipped away.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg, believe me.
My
With confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement.
Out of the rafters, he punched it in!
Are you kidding me?
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punch it home like that.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Here's Cunningham. And Tatum pulls it down.
You gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
And Stan, as he enters his prime, Jason Tatum is shooting to become the face of the NBA.
Yeah, and Kevin, he knows winning is the key. For a star player on a great team, learning that balance, when to take over and when to set up your teammates is a big part of it.
And White, the bucket on the assist by Holiday.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Thompson against Brown. Stewart with the screen on Brown. Thompson. Porzingis with the rebound. White finds Tatum. Brown inside. Guarded by Stewart.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
First personal foul. Team second.
And the first one drops.
At the line for the Celtics, Brown. Jaylen Brown.
And Brown drops them both. Fires from way outside. And the miss. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage. Teams, of course, Greg, strong and rebounding. Should be a battle out there.
Nothing easy in the paint, Kevin. Both front courts will be fighting for every possession when they miss.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the 5. Now, here's Ball. Pass to Miller. Shot clock at 2. Launches a 3. Nailed from three-point land.
Loves hitting those threes, especially off movement. It makes Miller so tough to defend.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Caught up with Coach Charles Lee. Now, of course, I asked Coach what his plan was about defending Jason Tatum, and he said, I told our guys just to play smart, to play up on him, but not get baited into fouls, and try to get a hand in his face. Now, that's a difficult challenge for any defense, so we'll see what happens tonight. Guys?
Thanks, David.
Yeah, that's an easy throwdown for him. The rim might as well be 8 feet tall when you're as long as he is.
Miller against White. Bridges sets the screen for Miller. He takes it in. Jaylen Brown with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Tatum, that's good.
Really smooth release from Tatum on that 3. Makes that shot look effortless.
Looking at the Hornets, Greg, they're still in pursuit of their first trip to the NBA Finals.
And, Kevin, I hope it happens soon because their fan base deserves it. They've stuck with this team through some difficult years. It's about time they get rewarded.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. And Brown throws it down.
Boy, there's a lot to like about the attitude of Brown. If he sees a fast break opportunity, he's taking full advantage of it in a heartbeat.
Now, here is Miller. Williams, a screen on White. And here's Miller outside. Miller with another miss. The Celtics have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. They get it back. Tatum. On the wing, Brown. Defended by Bridges. The kick out to Tatum. Fires from deep. Excellent D there from Ball. Charlotte has gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. And the basket by Okogie.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Tatum. Outside White. Driving inside. It's blocked.
Okogie's defense is top tier. He never stops working and causing problems at that end of the floor.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. 4 on the clock. White finds Tatum. Knocked loose. Bridges with the steal. Williams passes the ball. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
Really important for Ball to maintain his poise around the basket. That's what allows him to take a bump like that and still convert.
One thing you know you're going to get from Bridges, he can really score.
That has never been a problem for him. He's always been able to put it in the basket. He's got a really good feel and stays in attack mode when he's on the offensive end.
Now Miller, following Drew Holiday's three-point attempt. To the paint, here's Williams, and finished off by Williams.
Nice selfless play by Miller, the rookie sharing the wealth out there.
Here's Holiday. Makes it off the glass.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Ball no good. The Celtics have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. White dishes to Tatum. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first quarter. It's to Porzingis. It's White on the wing. Out to Porzingis. Over Ball. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
You know, the fact is he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
And Bridges jams it in.
Well, I love the athleticism he brings to the table. Bridges can really score on the move and still maintain control of his body in those tight windows.
Snatched up. There's Okogie. Pass to Williams. Now Miller. There's Okogie. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Hornets lead by 4. And we'll get the... And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Charlotte.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
You also have to admire how they've challenged the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
On the court for the Celtics, the post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. And it's Holiday in at the point. To the inside, here's Ball. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Ball's got the lead up to 4 now for the Hornets. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA. But also showing how I've grown. Being a great screener, delivering passes on time and on target. That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better basketball player. Kevin?
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right, David? He is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always. One thing this team likes about Miles Bridges, Greg, he plays a lot. He's always there.
And Kevin, on a couple occasions, Bridges has been near the top in minutes played. He's got that strong 6'7" frame, and it holds up well over the season.
Ball against Howard. Here's a Kogi. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Kogi's got 6.
Well, you know, it's obvious that Ball knows exactly how to work the angles. He gets the ball to a wide-open shooter just about every time.
We've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Here's Holiday. Tatum with the screen on Miller. And Holiday kicks to Tatum. From the arc. Boston again missing.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And the basket by Okogie.
Well, that is a very impressive, quick first step by Josh Okogie. Hard to defend that.
Here's White. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Charlotte leading by 9. Bridges deciding where to go with it. Williams sets a screen for Bridges. And Bridges jams it in.
Oh, just an impressive dunker of the basketball. I love how Bridges just takes the initiative and gets funky with his throwdown.
And here's Tatum for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Tatum's got his second bucket.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Here's White. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. That's on Mark Williams.
You know, I think that's exactly the right attitude for White to have. Go at the defender head on and don't back away from the contact.
Hey, Clark, no one covers the college game like you. And for new pros, what are the biggest challenges adjusting to life in the NBA and the play itself?
Speed and size, Kevin. I mean, that's where it really starts. You've got to be in great condition. But the speed and size of the players at the NBA level is unlike any other basketball you play. Everybody in the NBA is big and athletic. And things are just played and done at a much faster pace.
Tatum setting the pick for Holiday. The kick out to Tatum. Outside Holiday. Back to Tatum. Just 2 to shoot. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Williams has got his 6th rebound on the night. Bridges passes to Okogie. Now Miller. And stolen by White. The 3 from Tatum. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Williams has got 7 rebounds in the game. Trips down the breakaway slam.
Boy, that's a great job by Okogie to get out in front and finish off the break.
And Holiday kicks to White. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
We've got 1:08 left to play here in the half. Porzingis sets the pick for Tatum. That's to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Jason Tatum scores, but also creates for his teammates a sign of his continuing growth as a player.
And that's a foul called on Porzingis. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
Ball exploding off the floor for a big slam. The young fella's got some pretty good hops on it.
Ball against White. The kick out to Holiday. Tatum setting the pick for Holiday. Five on the clock. Tatum with the screen on Miller. The kick out to Tatum. No good from outside.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Oh, and there's the foul. It's on Josh Okogie. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Third team foul.
11 seconds left in the first half. Brown. Bridges with the board.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Gotta be a little embarrassed by that.
And that concludes the first half. It's Charlotte ending the second quarter with an energy burst, a 19-7 run. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
Please direct your attention to center court drumline. They're measuring up the shot. Oh, give it up for the participants.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Trey Mann is out there with Josh Green. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Williams. And it's Diabate in at the power forward position. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Pass to Pritchard. Just 4 to shoot. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Craig, good.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
Now, man. They kick it out to Green. Puts up a 3. Here's Diabate. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. And the Hornets lead by 13.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Pass to Pritchard. Craig sets a screen. A 3 ball. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And Green slams it in.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Here's Craig, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Craig's got 5 points now this quarter.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
Nurkic setting the pick for Green. Pass to Nurkic. Back to Green. Fires away from way outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Green's got 5 points so far. Craig with it. He has 5. Here's Hauser. Back to Craig. Puts it up. Here's Hauser. There's the 3. Diabate grabs the board. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The NBA 65 games requirement for postseason awards has drawn some criticism. But Adam Silver says, ultimately, this is about the fans and putting the best product forward. Load management was not working for us. This is having the desired effect. The guys are out on the floor. Kevin?
Yeah, they want to be on the floor, right? Keep them tuning in. Good stuff, DA. Thank you.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Green finds man. Green, the screen. Lets the three fly. Man gets the bucket. And the Hornets lead by 19.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct. Just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
Give yourself a round of applause.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Now, here's Craig. He's guarded closely. Into the lane. And finished off by Craig.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike.
Yeah, I agree with you. That's what it looked like to me. I mean, he was way up there.
Outside, Green. On the wing, Williams. Rebound, Boston.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Here's Pritchard. He's guarded by Nurkic. Nurkic with the steal. To the middle. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams.
And with his skill, Nurkic can score from anywhere on the court. But when you're 280, his skills probably better utilized inside.
And Green slams it in.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Here's Hauser. An easy 2 points on the layup. Hauser's got his second basket.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish. I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim.
Yeah, just couldn't contain himself. Couldn't control himself there.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the floor for Boston, the small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the 5, roaming the paint. Pass to Okogie. Bridges outside. It's Miller on the wing. Fires for 3. And Tatum pulls it down. Got a piece of it. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
It will be a re-jump.
Bridges against Tatum. Here's Miller, and he drives in, and the layup's good off the glass.
And Miller moves well for a guy his size and finds the shot there off the drive.
Brown outside. Tatum with the screen on Bridges. Tatum passes to Brown. 5 to shoot. Back to Tatum. Offline with his 3. Hornets leading by 22. Here's Miller. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
first personal
Clark,
foul.
we've all heard the comparisons. Brandon Miller plays a lot like a young Paul George.
And you know, it makes a ton of sense when you consider that Paul George is Brandon Miller's favorite player. So he spent a bunch of time studying how PG gets it done and putting those moves into his own book bag.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's Brown. Basket counts.
Strong and explosive Jaylen Brown is a tough matchup in the painted area.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Charlotte. Here's a Kogi. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Outside Williams. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Okogie. Bridges for 3. Drills it from outside.
I think he epitomizes the modern-day stretch 4. Miles Bridges can hurt you from deep, in addition to getting to the rack.
And it's White missing.
Boy, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Miller. The rebound by the Celtics. White looking around. Brown kicks to White. Up top, Tatum. Pass to Brown. Back to Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
The athletic prowess of Tatum on full display. What a move to the bucket.
Miller dishes the ball. And it's Miller penetrating. It's hauled in by Porzingis.
And priority number 1 has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
Tatum finds Brown. Now here's Porzingis. Some nice ball movement here by the Celtics. Porzingis sets the pick for White. Here's the 3. Porzingis can't hit. Charlotte has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for the Hornets.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
Porzingis with the steal. Launches it from deep. Rebound by Okogie. Hornets have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Bridges against Tatum. Now, here's Bridges. Defense right on him. Rebounded by the Celtics. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And guys, they know he's going to finish off the lob in style. Porzingis and his teammates connecting on target.
Holiday against Ball. Here he goes. Pass to Bridges. It's Miller on the wing. Clock at 4. For the 3. Porzingis with the rebound. Brown the pass to Holiday. Back to Brown. The kick out to Holiday. Misses there. So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just...
basketball on the agenda. Welcome. A look at the Pistons starting group. Cunningham and Ivy work together as the backcourt. Duran out there with Isaiah Stewart. And it's Thompson in at the 3, the small forward. And for Charlotte, Ball and Miller pair up as the backcourt. Miles Bridges is out there with Williams. And it's Okogie in at the small forward position. Well, Brennan, this one tonight, you got two teams that have struggled to find any sort of confidence.
You're right, B.A. And the thing that you want most is to find out where inspiration is going to come from. You don't want to rely on your coaching staff and use the coach's verbiage to get you going. Some player is going to stand up and stand out tonight. And like a weather vane, things can just shift. And with the win here tonight, the team could go on a little bit of a roll to reestablish some of their confidence for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I like whenever Miller uses his size to his advantage, especially down near the rim.
Cunningham passes to Duran. Back to Cunningham. Picked by Stewart. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now here's Cunningham. The D's right on it. He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Pretty nice release from Cade Cunningham that time. Soft touch and arc on that ball.
Ball passes to Miller. Here's Okogie, defended by Thompson. Pass to Williams. And Williams punches it home.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Cunningham has the open look. And Detroit again with the bucket.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now here's Williams. Takes it inside, out of bounds. It'll go to the Pistons. Last season was tough for the Pistons, Brent, setting an NBA record by losing 28 games in a row.
B.A., I'm a glass half full guy. I'm going to go on the bright side. Look at their core. It's led by Cade Cunningham. This guy is ultra talented. He's still in his early 20s. They have a lot of young talent on the roster. They're going to be better, and they play way better in the second half of the year. So how's that for some positivity? And this is where Cade Cunningham showing his ability to get above the rim as a point guard. This makes him special.
All no good. The Pistons have gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. Pass to Duran, and there's the call on LaMelo Ball. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Ivy. And here is Thompson. Cunningham outside. Just 5 on the clock. Stewart finds Cunningham. From 17. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Cunningham's got 10 points.
And the confidence growing from this young guard. Cunningham dropping in the jumper.
Miller against Thompson.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Up top, Miller. That one's good for 2. Miller's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
There's Cunningham with a 3. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
Well, Cade asking the defense to come out. You got to respect his ability to shoot it from the three-point line.
Here's Miller. He takes it in. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Cunningham. He's got 13. Stewart inside. The layup off target.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Williams with the screen. Back to Miller. Down low. Here's Williams. They get it back. It's Bridges on the wing. And it's off from three-point range. The Pistons lead by 5. Ivy with the ball. He's picked up by Miller. Ball with a steal. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Ivy against Miller. There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter. To the middle. Here's Williams. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the three ball.
There's Cunningham with a three. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's Cade Cunningham making things. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And guys, what's your take on the Pistons so far?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
Ball and Miller pair up as the backcourt. Josh Okogie is out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Williams in at center. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hornets. Now here's Stewart. Back to Cunningham. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Ball against Cunningham. Williams a screen on Cunningham. Now here's Ball. Tightly guarded. Inside. Williams misses. The Pistons leading. Well, Brent, the 23-24 Pistons tied an NBA record by losing 23 straight. One bright spot, however, was Jalen Duren.
Well, the bright spot, BA, would be that you wouldn't mention that again. So let's just forget about that and put it behind us. But Jalen Duren did have some moments. He averaged a double-double that season at just 20 years of age. So sky is still the limit for this young, big, physical player.
Now here's Cunningham. 13 points in the game. Out to Thompson. Picked by Stewart. Thompson passes to Stewart. Drops in the three.
Stewart just preparing himself ahead of the catch to be in rhythm for that jumper.
Miller with it. He's got 6. Bridges outside. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
First team foul.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Hornets.
The way they just continue to drive right at the defense, they've really been overwhelming them when they do this.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
Now here's Duren. No points yet. The floater. The putback. It's good on the putback.
You have to put a body on Duren. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
Ball against Cunningham. Miller right side. Now here's Ball. He's watched by Cunningham. Ball against Cunningham. And Ball gets it to go. Ball's got 4 points this quarter.
Come on, guys. Check out the tenacity. There's no back down in this fellow whatsoever.
And in recent seasons, Grant, almost no team's been hit by the injury bug as much as the Hornets.
Yeah, I mean, you wonder what they could have done if they'd stayed healthy. They built the team around key players, and those guys have just missed a lot of time.
Now here's Miller. 6 points for him.
2 minutes.
1:56 left to play in the second quarter. Duren with the rebound. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Pistons to the middle. And it's going to be out of bounds. Detroit will have another go. Hornets on D. They trail by 1, and that one drops for him.
Cade doing a great job of figuring out how it is that he's going to stay this efficient.
Bridges, a screen on Cunningham. Cunningham against Ball. Ball on the take, and Ball throws it down.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Stewart, no good. For Charlotte, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. Pass to Williams. Back to Okogie. Ball against Ivy. Clock at 6. Ball left side over Ivy, and that one's long.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Duran, the screen. Cunningham into the lane. Out to Thompson. Another shot. Cunningham on the wing. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one.
Good instincts from Cade that time. He has the shot all picked out, so why waste time? Let it rip.
Okogie, the pass to Ball. There's a screen. Back to Okogie, over Cunningham. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Pistons ahead, up 3. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Nice game. Great performance by Cade Cunningham.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Setting the floor for Detroit. They've got Tim Hardaway. Malik Beasley is out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Tobias Harris. And it's Reed in at the center position, locking down the middle. Now here's Green. Looking at lineups around the league, Graham, seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
Here in the second half, these teams still neck and neck.
I really like how each team is matching the other's intensity.
And here's Schroeder outside. Knocks it down from distance.
Right there, Dennis Schroeder shows some confidence by nailing the jumper.
Williams, a screen on Beasley. Beasley against Green. Shoots over Beasley. Pass to Man. Out to the right wing. Here's Nurkic. And it's Harris with the rebound. Detroit has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. And there's the foul. It's on Trey Mann.
Personal foul.
That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Now here's Schroeder. Defense right on him. To the left side wing. And Detroit another 3.
A heady play there from Schroeder, zipping the pass to the teammate who had the cleanest look on the possession.
Outside, Green. Nurkic, a screen on Beasley. Here's Green. Nurkic inside, guarded by Reed. Nurkic shot is good. Nurkic has gotten his first points in this one.
Nurkic using his body that time, a polished move.
Grant, the Hornets are a team hoping to end a pretty substantial playoff drought.
Yeah, it's been a long time since they made a buzz in the postseason, but their return could be closer than people think. A few smart moves here or there might be all it takes.
Now here's Harris. And again, it's Detroit converting.
Tobias just going strong that time.
Beasley against Green. Pass to Diabate. Now here's Nurkic. And Nurkic throws it down.
And Nurkic getting up there and waiting that rim.
Detroit leading by 3. Harris a screen. Schroeder passes to Harris. And there's the foul. It's on Trey Mann. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
1:49 left in the third quarter. Beasley against Green. Just 5 to shoot. The Pistons need to get one up quick. Reed, no good.
Defensively, you pick your poison. That time, they gambled off the right guy.
And there's the call on Dennis Schroeder. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
There's 1:26 left in the third quarter. Nurkic a screen on Schroeder. Man, the pass to Nurkic. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Now just a 1-point Pistons lead.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
With the step back. Here's Schroeder. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Well, if the Pistons are going to turn things around, Brent, it needs to start on the defensive end.
Yeah, that's part of it, BA. It's not surprising that they've been in the bottom 5 defensively over the past couple years, and that's what happens when you pile up a bunch of young players who want to prove themselves, and by proving themselves, it usually starts on the offensive end. We'll see if these guys being together start to take some pride in stopping their opponents.
And it's Green missing. Detroit has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Out to Beasley. Harris outside. And Harris throws it down.
Assisted.
That's a strong finish from Tobias Harris.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside, Green. Here's Nurkic. And Nurkic throws it down.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Schroeder passes to Harris. From the arc. That's good from Schroeder on the assist by Harris. Schroeder's got 7 points here in the quarter.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages.
And that'll do it for the third quarter. Detroit on top. They lead by 5. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
The passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Ball and Miller pair up as the backcourt. Miles Bridges is out there with Josh Okogie, and it's Williams in at the center position. That's the Hornets 5. Melo knocking down a 3.
Fearless from beyond the arc. LaMelo has unlimited range and tremendous confidence.
Stewart outside.
Charlotte foul. Josh Okogie. First personal foul. First team foul.
Charlotte on D. 4-point game. Thompson. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. Miller with it. Now guarded by Duren. Miller outside. Out of bounds. It'll be Pistons ball.
The ball goes to Detroit.
A few possessions into the fourth, just over a minute played. Here's Thompson. And And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Now Miller. Lets the three fly. The rebound by Stewart. The Pistons lead by 4. And stolen by Williams. And Ball throws it down.
And look at Ball take off. Love seeing him use his athleticism to slam it home.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Now the Hornets moving it up to tie it up. Okogie, the pass to Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
How about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. It's going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Ball passes to Williams. Miller outside. Shot clock at 6. Charlotte needs to get one up in a hurry. Williams misses. The Pistons have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the 4th. 2 for 4 now. Back to Ivy. Stewart outside. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. Bridges outside. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Detroit has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game.
You gotta like the fire you get from Ivy, turning up the intensity to get the bucket.
Thompson against Miller. Bridges outside. Outside, Williams. Miller left side. Nice move. And right on target. That one's good.
Love the confidence from this young man. Miller's so quick off the catch.
Stewart outside. Ball against Cunningham. Miller outside. Takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, yes. 2 loud points from Miller, making his presence felt.
Bridges against Cunningham. Ivy outside. Up top, Stewart. Over Ball. Stewart, no good. It's all come down to this one critical possession.
And B.A., you can feel the intensity in this arena. There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Here's Cunningham. Stewart outside. Back to Cunningham. Duran the screen. Cunningham passes to Duran. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
9 seconds left in the final quarter, and he commits the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for 2.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And he ends up making the second. And that'll put him up 2. And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. All right, thoughts on what Coach is going to do here?
A chance to tie it up here.
Well, they just need a solid play right now, and Coach going through his index cards to find one to get something going.
seconds left in the fourth quarter. Cunningham outside. Cans it to force overtime.
And this is as good as it gets. A big-time bucket to send it to Oates.
Boy, these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters. Now we're headed to overtime. This one should be fun. Ball and Miller pair up as the backcourt. Miles Bridges is out there with Mark Williams. And it's Okogie in at the 3. Now here's Cunningham. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Cunningham's got 26 points.
You got to have poise and you got to have body control, and Cunningham displayed both on that play.
And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Cade Cunningham picks that one up.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
2 shots.
And that's good as he hits both shots.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Stewart outside. Cunningham, a screen on Bridges. Stewart. Ivy outside. Shot clock at 5. Good on the bucket. And the Pistons lead by 2.
Oh, one of the better attackers of the rim. Ivy will not be stopped.
LaMelo working inside.
And for them to get out in front, it feels like they're going to need him to lead the way.
No stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity to 3-point play. It's going to be on Miles Bridges. Free throw good from Cunningham.
You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
Out to Bridges. Back to Ball. That one falls. 8 of 10 and scoring with confidence.
Yeah, inside Ball has to rely on his agility. That's how he finds his way to close-range looks.
Josh Okogie. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Good on the first, and that'll put him up 2.
Cade Cunningham. Taking 2 shots.
And so both free throws good, and it's a 3-point game.
And you just have to understand that hours and hours of practice mean that clutch free throws become easy.
Here's Ball. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Personal foul.
Cade Cunningham picks that one up.
Causing havoc inside. Ball is just so fast and so nimble.
Taking 2 shots.
He's perfect from the line this time. In overtime, here a minute and a half gone. Cunningham outside. Driving inside. Oh, Cunningham rises up.
You gotta love what Cade Cunningham as a young star is bringing to this game.
Outside, Williams. Back to Ball. Williams with the screen. Ball passes to Williams. Okogie on the wing. Launches a 3. He connects! Oh, an enormous three-pointer! And so Cunningham will bring it up for Detroit. Right wing. Stewart, the pass to Cunningham. Picked by Stewart. This one for 3. Laces one from 3.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Down low. Here's Williams. The kick out to Ball. Oh, he nails it! Oh, what a sensational bucket! That brings him within 1. And And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
You see the raw talent that Cade Cunningham has, and the hard work and the proper focus. This guy is capable of big, big things. That last one was a difference maker. It pushed it from a 2-point lead to 3.
And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Don't force something up. You got to be smart here.
Here's Miller. Ball outside. There's a screen by Nurkic. Let's go with a 3. Can't connect. And so it's Detroit who scraped by with the win. Things looked a little uneven for them down the stretch, but in overtime they took control.
And BA, I don't think they expect